Franny here on finding out who's going to be in the Final Four this weekend. So, listen, I got 2 right and 2 wrong yesterday. 2 I voted with my heart, which was Notre Dame and USC. And USC did pull it out. Unfortunately, both of my gals that I love, Hannah Hidalgo and Kiki Irfan, both had terrible shooting days. I think that's probably the worst that Hannah has shot, and she's young. She's a freshman, so she felt a lot of the pressure on her shoulders, a lot of the publicity it got to her. So she'll be back. Unfortunately, I'm not sure she'll have Miles to go with her or some of the others, but hopefully they have a great recruiting year, and she will continue to shine. Oh my gosh, I wish I could have been the coach to talk to Kiki. I could have gotten her out of her thing. Kiki went to Stanford. She's a very cerebral player. She's not somebody that enjoys being in the limelight and liked being second fiddle to Juju Watkins. And so that was just fine with her, but she felt the pressure of the world on her shoulders yesterday and was like a deer in a headlight. So I could have gotten her out of that by just talking to her and just telling her to go out and do her best. And I would have given her some visualization things and that and just sat her down and let her calm down a little bit. So, but they pulled through. Unfortunately, they have the undaunting task of playing Connecticut, which is going to be a tough game for them, but I still think they can do it. My heart will be with them throughout that game that's on Monday. But I want to give you today's game, my pick. I'm late getting them in, but I haven't looked at anything. But the South Carolina-Duke game, that should be a very, very good game with 2 great women coaches. And I think Duke could have the upper hand in the fact that they have more seniors. And I think that they're both great coaches, but Dawn's got a lot of freshmen, and I didn't feel she coached the best game. She likes them to figure it out, but when they're young, they're going to have a difficult time doing that. So Duke could have an upset, but I think South Carolina's got a deeper bench. I'd rather see somebody else have a chance to be a champion. So my heart will be with Duke, but I'm not sure that they have the bench that can beat South Carolina. So I guess I'll pick South Carolina in that regard. The second game of the day is Texas versus TCU. TCU is the one that beat my team Notre Dame yesterday. And they have a great little group of people that have gone through the portal, and he's done a great job with them. So I like Vic Schaefer, though, too. He's one of my favorite male coaches if I have to have men in coaching. And he's done a great job with his group. And that was a very, very close game with them yesterday with Tennessee. It ended up being, I think it ended up being 8 points, but it was close, right? 4 points right up to about a minute left. So, and then unfortunately I didn't get to see the end of it because for whatever reason my tape didn't tape the overtime. So, I guess my heart could really be with TCU. They've got Van Leeth, and they've got the center, I'm trying to think of her name, who did a good job, although she's a little too volatile in her temperament for me, is probably why she's been through the portal a couple of times. But they've got a nice little team. So they're a number 2 seed, and I'm always for the underdog, so I'm going to go with TCU. We'll see what happens. That'll be a real upset. Okay, Monday night will be USC versus UConn. UConn seems to be what always every year seems to be in an easier bracket or something makes it easier for them. And I don't think it's any difference with playing USC and UConn. Kiki's got to have a great game. If she doesn't, it's not going to be any type of a match. They blew out Oklahoma, who stayed with them for about a quarter and a half, and then he ended up sitting Becker, who was playing no defense and should have been sat, and then she decided she needed to really play both offense and defense, and And I think in her head, she knew that they were going to beat this team pretty badly. But you just got to go out there and do it. So my heart will be with USC. And I think it could be a great game if Kiki can score. If not, UConn will definitely have the upper hand. But I will always be for a woman coach over a man. So I'm going to pick USC, and my heart will be there with them. UCLA and LSU. Woo! You know, I love Kim Mulkey. Don't like I don't like her flair for dressing or her flair for being in the having lots of attention on her and stuff like that. But she's deserved it. So, and then you have UCLA, and I picked LSU against NC State, and they were ranked behind them, and they're certainly ranked behind UCLA, and it would be a big upset. She's really got the coaching experience at that level. I think UCLA's team is going to be extremely nervous, and Betts could do it with their guard, but it's going to be a very physical game. It will be determined by who is able to have the physical play without getting in foul trouble. Neither of them can get in foul trouble, and they're going to have to play at their own pace and execute what needs to be executed. So my heart's got to stick with UCLA, although I would not be surprised because Kim Mulkey gets the very max out of her kids, and they love her, and they'll play their heart out for each other and for her. And I think UCLA, this is number one seed, a lot of pressure on them, so hopefully they'll pull it off. But I'll pick UCLA for that, even though I think LSU could possibly sneak in there. All right, those are Franny's predictions for seeing who gets in the Final Four, and then I'll let you know from there. Have a great day. Create that for yourself.